Dolce and Gabbana was so amazing. The hospitality was dope. The outfits were crazy. The guests were amazing. So it was a good experience.
When you go to something like that with coming up out of the water and there's so many people there, I mean, listen, you're not new to this. You're around everyone all the time and in your own right, shining like everyone there. But how cool is it to have those moments?
It was so it felt like home away from home because I'm seeing everybody I saw in LA, but in Venice. So it was such a cool experience, and it was great to experience with people I've been knowing. So it felt like I was at home.
Wild moments. Did anything happen that doesn't normally happen, or where you stop and took a second and said, "Oh, I'm never going to forget this"?
The food was amazing. They have the best lasagna.
And you know your food, because we're going to talk about McDonald's in a second too.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the food was amazing. I loved everything.
We know that I wanted to get back with you because this is another moment that J-Lo was there also at the show. She posted you with your music before in the past. What is it about her? And did you look up to her as you were coming up as well?
I think she's just such a great businesswoman. She has a plethora of hits that are endless. I think she's just a great woman to look up to.
Yeah, she's like aging like fine wine too.
I mean, she's aging backwards. She looks so good.
Let's get into the food for a second, because you've done some ASMR eating. You've always showed us different ways to consume food. And this is a big deal that you've been doing with McDonald's. Is it true that you're the first female to do a collab with them?
Yes, it's such an honor.
Were you always a McDonald's fan?
Girl, yes. My mom would be like, "You got some McDonald's money?" I mean, I feel like that's just like a lot of kids can relate to that. Driving past McDonald's and asking for it, and the parents being like, "You got some McDonald's money?"
And I feel like your collabs always are they just work. Do you sit there and say, okay, do they reach out to you? Do you reach out to them? Because I feel like everything that you do and collab with is authentic.
Well, I do have a brands team, and I do turn down a lot of requests only because consumers know when someone is being inauthentic to a brand. So I always make sure whatever I do, I love what I'm wearing, eating, whatever it may be, just know that I like it in real life.
How many people stop you when you're out and they talk about the meals?
They love the McDonald's meals, but they also talk about my food concoctions, which I'm really proud of as well.
How do you know that sweet goes with salty or so? How do you know? Are you just testing it out, or you just say, this is what I need today?
I think I have a superpower. I can taste the food before it gets on my mouth. So I don't know. I just know it's going to taste good.
And I can say that you are the most glam behind a food counter, specifically, obviously, McDonald's. Did you ever work in fast food coming up when you were young, high school, any of that?
No, I worked in retail.
Okay, so this was completely different from what you've done.
Completely different. However, I did want to work in fast food, but I got hired in retail instead.
Well, it worked out. Beyond D&G and McDonald's, because it looks like you're just having a lot of fun in life right now and moments are happening. First of all, congratulations on the VMA nom for Best New Artist.
Thank you.
Do those accolades and those things still feel fresh to you? Because you've been working on this career for a while and you've been here for a while, but people still every day are finding out about you. Is it still new and fresh to you?
Yes and no. I feel like after an album, I'll feel a little bit more well received. I just feel like my brand is so dynamic and well-rounded, which is why I get the accolades I get, but it's time to drop this album. So that's what I'll be working on this next couple of weeks is Pretty Bitch Music.
Talk to us about the VMAs, because those are like a couple weeks away in New York. What are we going to see from you glam-wise? How are we going to bring it?
You know, I haven't thought that far yet. My schedule is really busy. My dates have been crazy, so I actually haven't thought that far yet.
Okay, we'll get back to you on that one, and we'll just keep checking your Instagram. I know you've talked about your beginnings and how you got to this point in your career, but for our viewers, I kind of want to take you back. I know that one of your teachers kind of helped you through this and inspired you a little bit to pursue your dreams. Do you still talk to that professor, or was this at USC, right?
This is at USC. I feel like I've had a lot of people along the way
Yeah.
encourage me and give me the courage to chase after the crazy dream of becoming an artist, because it is tough. So
Yeah.
that's why I respect everyone in my field, because we all have our own journey, but it's really tough trying to make the world buy into, what goes on in your head, because that's what artists are. We put out into the world what's in our head. So I'm just really glad to be here.
I love the story about Craigslist and where you were living, trying to find rooms. I think it's really relatable for people trying to follow their dreams. Was there ever that moment where you said, oh, I don't have anything in the bank account, what am I doing? Because I know you gave yourself a time limit while you were in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think the lowest my bank account has been is probably like $40. And I remember just breaking down, and I'm just like, I'm happy I had a timeline. So I think that was like maybe like on the 5th or 6th month, but on the 9th month, I did get discovered. But I think for anyone chasing their dream, a timeline is important so that you're working towards something. There's a lot of people that you meet in LA or in major cities, and they've been doing it for years. So I thank God I gave myself a timeline. And if I didn't make it, I probably would have been like a politician or a beautician. I don't know, something like that, because I love beauty and I love arguing and debating and campaigning.
It's a perfect combo. I can see you doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk also about your name, and I love this story too. Your grandmother, was she also the inspiration behind it? I just want to touch upon it one more time, because my grandmother, she passed a couple years ago, but she was my heart. And so I know how much grandparents mean in your life.
Yeah, it was her pet name for me. So it kind of just stuck. So I put it on my MySpace, and my MySpace was popping. So people actually just started calling me Saweetie because they thought that was my real name. And I kind of just let it stick.
No, it works. It's perfect. Do you ever encounter people where it's hard to say the name? Is everyone just saying Sweetie or Saweetie? Because you say it. I love how you say it.
Saweetie, I don't know. For me, it's just easy. But someone has called, like, I've been called Saweetie sometimes. That's the funniest. Like, if people butcher my name, I just think it's funny. But it's
all with it. I want to go back to, because I saw you had on Instagram your arm. You still got an arm. I know you played a powder puff team as well. Was sports something that you ever wanted to pursue outside of music?
Yeah, I wanted to get a full ride to play outside hitter in volleyball in college, but the girls who play outside hitter are like 6 foot and up. I'm 5'7", so yeah, that didn't work for me.
Now, grandma, did she say not to play with the boys?
You know what? She didn't want me getting hurt, but I grew up a tomboy, so shout out to my tomboy girls that feel invincible.
No, you could do anything. But yeah, but grandma was right. You don't want to get hurt. I want to show a fashion flashback with you, because we love the fashion that you bring. BET Awards. When you see this number and how you're posing and just how you felt that day, take me back there.
I felt like, I don't know, I felt like a goddess. I really just love these custom looks that Dolce & Gabbana made me, and I remember not wanting to take them off. I didn't go to any after parties, so I think I like walked around my house with my red dress for a little bit.
You have to take as many photos as you can in this. That train is everything. Do you know how long that was?
I don't know, but it was really long. I had to have help like getting in and out the car because it was so long.
Well, they did a good job. There's not a wrinkle in sight either. Here's the number 2. This is Billboard, I think.
Thank you. This, I felt like my tan was popping. I think I had just came back from the island. So I really love this number as well.
How hard is it when you have these dresses? And I know the red carpet situation, you're taking photos. Is there ever any moment where you're worried that there's going to be a wardrobe malfunction, or you just keep going?
Girl, just keep going. I'm not worried about wardrobe malfunction. I have a great team, so I know that they are. I have something pop out.
They got your back. This one, I love this.
I love dressing up, but when I'm in my most comfortable state, I love me a good like tomboy chic moment.
And got your baby, your bag right there. How many of those bags do we have now?
I gotta count.
Those are your big, okay, the hat moment.
Oh my God. This was, I think I learned the line, Ciao a tutti, sono a Milano. I was saying it the whole trip.
What does that mean? Translate for us.
I think it means hello, I'm in Milan.
That's all we need. That's all you needed to know with that photo and the, oh, here we go. This is another one.
Oh, this was,
Davis.
I loved it. Mm-hmm.
When you're at, obviously, Clive Davis's parties, everybody is there. It's a big moment for musical artists. You get glam. How did you feel when you put this dress on?
You know, it was a little hard to like move in it, but you know, you got to do anything for the moment and for the fashion. So I remember just, I don't think I was really able to like breathe that night.
Who needs to breathe? You look good.
No, because underneath the dress to keep it all up. Oh, I like this one. You had to, there was like a corset inside.
Oh, all the way tight.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one, what was the inspo behind this? First of all, we're seeing all the hard work. Your body looks amazing. The hair, the makeup, the nails.
Thank you. The vibe was like fashion meets shadows. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's that movie that of those three men. They like island boys, and
This is all denim, the top and everything too?
From the top to the shorts to the pants to the nails to the scrunchie, everything was denim.
How would you describe your style? I know you said you like the tomboy, you like to, you know, obviously do glam, but how could you sum up your whole style?
I think my style is like a spectrum, you know, like the color wheel. Like you just never know what to get from me. It just depends on my mood. It depends on how chill, how sexy, how covered up, how free I'm feeling. Like I really have no limits when it comes to fashion. I really dress just how I feel.
That's how it should be. And it shows. I love everything that you do. I want to say, I know family is big for you, obviously. I got two more questions for you because I know you're busy. Did you ever, and I see her, I love what Gabrielle Union does on your post. She's always, you know, commenting, and that's what family does. Do you guys ever talk to each other about the industry, or does she give you any help, or do you give her any help? I know family is tight.
When I see her, drops as many gems as she can. Like I love when she compares this industry I'm currently in to when she broke in, and the difference is just, for one, they had more privacy. So I sometimes I feel like I was born in a different time period because I love my privacy, and I wish I could have, you know, lived back then when people actually respected people's space.
But yeah, it's cool to see the differences, and she's still like, you both are there, and I love the support that you both show for each other. It's beautiful. Finally, we loved you on Grownish. That was fun. You're smiling. Did you enjoy that acting moment for you? And then do you see yourself going maybe more in front of the camera, behind the camera directing? Where do you see that going?
I smile because there's a show that I binge watched during quarantine and actually got called to do an audition for. So right now they're trying to see where I may fit in this next season. So I will definitely be in front of the camera a lot more, and hopefully I get the role.
She's not telling us the name of the show because that would spoil everything.
I can't tell you. If I got it, I would tell you, but I don't know if I got it yet.
Okay, we're going to keep following up. I just want to say, every time I talk to you, you keep leveling up, and continuing to like show everything that you can do. So I'm excited to talk to you each time. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I like your little number, from the blonde to the blood orange lip to the little Marilyn Monroe tank top and the gold hoops. I love it.
Thank you. And now listen, how long do we get the Sweeties meals? Saweetie, we need the meals. How much longer at McDonald's?
You guys have a couple more days. So if you haven't tried the Saweetie meal, go ahead and try that concoction because it tastes like magic and it's so delicious.
We're ready for it. Thank you so much. Good luck with the rest of the day.